Real game one. Real game one coming up. This is Firstkiller versus AyyJayy. This is actually an upper semi-final. I know it's just my first match of the day, but that's because the actual first match I was going to have today got cancelled. So let's get into Firstkiller versus AyyJayy. Winner of this will have a shot at qualifying in the upper final. And I just realized it was the EU swipe after I made fun of Fear for using that. Whoops. So AyyJayy didn't have to play round one. Joria's forfeited, he wasn't feeling well, so unfortunately we didn't get to see AyyJayy versus Joria's, but get well soon Joria's. Firstkiller did beat Cam in round one. It was a pretty routine win for him, and I do expect Firstkiller to qualify today. He's one of my picks to make it. I'm picking Firstkiller and Wavy to make it to the main event today for NA. I'm actually not sure which one of them to pick as the top seed though. I'm not sure. I don't know which one of them is going to be number one, but I do think they're both going to make it. There's no denying though that AyyJay's one of the biggest tests that those guys are going to have to face. AyyJay's been in great form. He's been very consistent form recently, but he has been consistently below Firstkiller and Wavy in most of the ones tournaments I've seen them all compete in. How do I say that name? Genk, thanks for the prime. Your name is impossible to read, but I appreciate that. 2-0 Firstkiller with a reset. The Firstkiller is definitely getting back to his best in 1v1 as of late. And I feel like these losses that players like Daniel, Rawas, Firstkiller have taken recently are not bad losses in the sense that if they just, imagine you come off a long break from 1v1 and then you just win everything immediately. I don't think that would actually be good for you because now you're not going to have the motivation to grind and to play more of the game mode and prepare more for the next match. The fact that players like Daniel didn't qualify first time, Firstkiller didn't qualify first time, Rawas as well, I think it's just going to get them to show up in even better form for the next one, which is why I think Firstkiller quals today. AyyJayy air dribble bump. Oh, what a save. Firstkiller escaped that somehow and knocked the ball to the back corner as well. We are going to be going through the entire bracket today, so all of NA will be completed. Just like EU has a no-look double lands for Firstkiller. You know, even though he turned on the no-look at the last second here, this was still a bit of an angled rebound, so fair enough. I wonder if AyyJay's got the backers mod setting on that shows Firstkiller's POV. Does he now know what just happened to him? Do I think Jack will qualify next week? He's your favorite player, so you want to see him in the main event? I think he's definitely got a really good chance. I think it also depends who signs up. I think if all the players who have signed up for EU, or let's say if all the players who have made the closed quals for EU main events so far, like I keep calling it closed qual, but it's actually just day 2. So basically the top 8s. If it's all those players again, like the same pool of players, then yeah, I think Jack makes it. But I think if players like Durali sign up, I think, and actually play, I think he'll make it. I think Durali's right now the most obvious omission. Naupo is still really, really good, so I think he would be a favorite if he signs up. And yeah, TRK, apparently someone came in my stream chat earlier on and said TRK is thinking about playing the last one. Obviously he's a contender. It might be the most stacked one out of a lot of them if all the players who are thinking about signing up actually do sign up. But if literally everyone, all of the best players in the EU server sign up, I would probably pick Durali and Naupo as my 2 favorites to qual. Nice finish by AyyJayy on the board, albeit down by 4 now. No, Jack isn't already qualified. The players who are already qualified for Salt Mine main event in Europe, Salt Mine 4 main event, are Nas, Atto, Moxie, Jorias, Rawas, and Shadi. And yeah, I would back Durali and Naupo next 2 players. I know a lot of people are like, but what about Zen? But Zen hasn't played in so long, I don't think. I couldn't rank him above like other players who have been more active. I'd say Durali, Naupo. Then maybe Jack would be my 3rd favorite. to qual, because Jack has been fantastic recently. They're my top 3. But also, I don't even know if they're all going to play. We'll have to wait and see who plays. I believe Jack wants to play. He told me he's definitely going to try and sign up, or he's going to try and qualify through the last one. But Naipo TRK, Drally, Batira, no idea. I don't think Zen will play. Yeah, Zen's the one that I don't think will play. The others could play, but I'm not sure. And there's also Diaz to consider. Like, Diaz didn't qualify today, but I think he could sign up again and maybe show up even better form on the European server next time. Like, Diaz still has a good chance of qualing from Brazil to EU. It's a great dodge by Firstkiller. Jumped over the recovery demo and then air dribbled over the early challenge as well. Yeah, I'd say Diaz is also in the mix. Diaz, TRK, those kind of players. Hey, what about Tempo though? Tempo had a brilliant run today. Tempo also worth a mention. I think he's the dark horse. Beat Diaz today. Beat Ruas. Lost to him the second time, but he did beat him the first time around. Took Shadi to 5. I think Tempo deserves a mention. That's my list. Man, Firstkiller is just rolling AyyJayy in this first game. Holy. This is ridiculous. That first touch off the wall is insane. And then he's just reset on his head as well. Yeah, Tempo is a super exciting player today. As for North America, I mean, let's just talk about that since this game's so far gone already. Yeah, I think Firstkiller and AyyJayy make it today. After that, it depends. Again, it depends who signs up. If we're picking exclusively from the players who have played in Day 2s of North America in the past, I think AyyJayy is probably one of the favorites. That's if Firstkiller and Wavy make it through today. I think you probably have to say AyyJayy is one of the next in line. Yeah, AyyJayy calls next right now. That's such a weird time to call next. He's like, well, 7 goals, 30 seconds next. Maybe he didn't realize how out of control this game got. AyyJayy and Evo. Yeah, Evo's an interesting one. Evo actually lost to the check-in bot in Qual 1 and Qual 2, if I remember correctly. And now here he is in Qual 3. So, yeah, maybe AyyJayy, Evo. If we're just looking at players who have made it to Day 2s already, I think AyyJayy and Evo are the next best. But then you also have to consider players like Jorias might try and qualify again. Moxie might sign up for the last NA qual. He would be a demon in there if he does. It's going to be interesting. Going to be interesting. But right here, right now, Firstkiller looks prepared. He looks ready to make it into the main event this time. Well, let's see if he can keep it up. A dominant game 1 against AyyJayy. And he's starting off with a dominant offensive play. And he's just going to bounce his car a couple times on the ground as the ball already goes in. You missed it. What are my picks for today? My picks for today are Firstkiller and Wavy. That's who I'm picking today. Oh, nice fake by AyyJayy. Ties the game early this time. Doesn't let Firstkiller build an insurmountable lead. That's a great flip reset catch, actually, bringing the ball down with him thanks to the reset. Oh, and I should mention, this is the first NA match that I'm uploading from this week's qualifier. If you're watching this on video, you're pretty much at the absolute last chance to sign up for the last qualifier for Salt Mine 4. So this is going to be one of your final reminders to do that on video. I'm going to be uploading my EU matches from earlier on today on, well, over the weekend. We've got a couple more, I think, matches from ATR, ATR North America that we're going to upload on Saturday. Then the EU salt mine is going to be uploaded on Sunday, Monday, and then I think Tuesday morning as well. So the first NA match is going to be Tuesday night, and you literally have until Wednesday night. So yeah, you've got pretty much a day. This is your last chance to sign up. If you want to support the event and increase the likelihood of us being able to do one of these again in the future, please do consider signing up. Don't worry if you're not sure if you can play or not. There are no drawbacks to no showing. And yeah, a lot of you guys have been saying in the Discord that you've ran into some pros, some high-level players, and had a good time. So yeah, a lot of you getting stuck in anyway, even the lower-rated players, and just having a blast in the qual. And sending Terrence some hilarious admin request messages when things get a bit too confusing for you. So keep it going. Yeah, last day. You might hear me talk about it a couple more times for the live audience, but I think this will be the second last match that you can legitimately see on video and then actually go and sign up before the sign-ups close. That's only for NA, by the way. NA sign-ups will still be open at this point on video. By the time this video is up, I think EU sign-ups are already closed. So you can go check. Doesn't matter to us which one you sign up for. Either they're both good to sign up for. Firstkiller just playing keep away here. Didn't want to run into the obvious block that AyyJayy was going for. He's literally just dribbling around him. This is rude. Just keep away Rocket League. And stealing boosts. Oh, the boost didn't spawn in time. AyyJayy gets it on the spawn. And AyyJayy fakes him out again. This is his second time this game that he scored off an air dribble fake. Firstkiller's taking a while to challenge. That's giving AyyJayy time to set these up. Of course, AyyJayy with his aerial game is absolutely terrifying to go up against. HK Army says, me signing up for Salt Mine would be like Johnny trying out for Manchester United. Listen, if Manchester United said, guys, we need players to sign up to our squad, otherwise next year we're not going to have a team. And you can sign up online in 1 minute, and you don't even have to do anything, you don't even have to show up. We'd love if you do, but you don't have to. And it's totally free. And if you all sign up, then Manchester United can continue to exist. I would probably go it and do it, you know, I'd probably sign up. That's pretty much what we're saying. Luckily, I think Manchester United are probably fine. I think they're going to survive, so you don't need to sign up for Manchester United quals. Just Salt Mine quals. These guys are just faking each other at both ends of the pitch. This is a bit rude. At some point, they're going to need to play the ball. They're just going to need to ignore their opponent and hit the ball as it comes towards them. No hit in this one, though. AyyJayy pinches it past Firstkiller. Nice bump after the kickoff as well. You signed up for NA4 Keck. Well done. Congratulations on being a part of this community and helping us. Help Epic get sign-ups in their games so they can justify running more of these tournaments. Another beautiful finish. There's not going to be a lot of aerial saves in this matchup if these guys keep peeking like this, because you're not going to have a good time reading where that's going to go. AyyJayy got a piece of it, but nowhere near getting out, of course. Just promise you put me against AyyJayy round 1 if he doesn't qualify today. I will see. It's seeded by ranked MMR, so AyyJayy will probably be one of the top seeds. You just need to be one of the bottom seeds by being terrible at ranked 1v1. And you're sorted. Which I know is all of us. So we're all sorted in that case. Firstkiller is running away with this. It's upper bracket, so it won't be the end of the road for AyyJayy today if he loses this, but it will be a long road if he loses this. Promoted D-ranking on stream. I didn't say that. I just said that that's how the tournament is seeded, which is great for all of us because we're all really low. Wait, so that's why I played Wavy in the second round? There was like 900 people in that tourney. I mean, if you're playing him in the second round, it means you're probably somewhere ranked in the middle of all the signups, to be honest. Because maybe not in the middle, maybe more like, yeah, bottom group, but you won't be the very lowest ranked. Otherwise, you'd play him in round 1. Or maybe you got by in round 1, actually. Yeah, you might just be the lowest rated player. Sorry, Mo. Sorry, bro. Sorry to tell you. Evo won already? Wait, is Evo just on a tear today? What? He's swept Wavy already. Fear might have started that match early, which is fine, but Wavy's going to be waiting a bit now. Wavy got giga tilted. What happened? How did he get giga tilted? Where did it all go wrong? Wavy tilted with 3 minutes left. Oh my. Well, my pick for Wavy making it today is not aging very well. Evo has shown up and apparently shown up in some brilliant form. That would be a pretty cool upper final, Wavy versus Firstkiller. But so would Evo versus Firstkiller, so I don't mind it. Looks like that's what we're going to get right now. Looks like the likely outcome. Wavy giving some salt. Did he give any salt besides leaving early, or is that the only salt that he gave? Is there any text, any quick chat, or just an early leave? Did he not say GG's? Like, what's the situation here? Firstkiller's going to be 2-0 up. That's what the situation is here. But a closer game than game one. AyyJayy was able to keep this one competitive right until the end. But the result is all the same. Firstkiller is in fine form today. He said, please beat FK. No way. Wavy's saying that to a lot of people who beat him. When Chronic beat him in the first qual, he said, please beat Cosmic. And now when Evo beats him, he says, please beat Firstkiller. I guess he just doesn't want to have to play against Evo again later. Backup switches, thanks to the Prime. Welcome to the channel. This is now game 3. Potentially the last game if Firstkiller keeps going the way he is. He's just been dominating every aspect of the pitch, really. I think AyyJayy up against Firstkiller in particular does kind of struggle because they play similarly, but Firstkiller is just a little bit better in some aspects. I think he's a bit faster, a bit more efficient, and a bit more clinical with his offense. And how do you stop him when he's hitting shots like this? Flip reset into a threatened air dribble bump, and even though AyyJayy got a touch on it, he'd already been bumped into his own net. No, I don't think Dark signed up for any of the quals. Oh yeah, that was weird. Now let's talk about that. So yeah, the Rocket League Esports Reddit, they made a like the grid thing, like Rocket League Esports grid. It had like, you know, most overrated, most underrated, best, greatest player, blah blah blah, all these like different things. And then our Esports Reddit said Firstkiller. They voted Firstkiller as the most overrated player, which I think is the most insane take. It's a terrible take. I don't know how on earth you could argue that Firstkiller is the most overrated player in Rocket League history. I have no idea how he even got nominated, never mind voted as the most overrated. Crazy, actual crazy. Was it a meme? Was it real? Did they actually think that, did the Reddit really just agree that that's who the most overrated player is? Or was it a joke? Was it just some bad joke? Or did they actually believe it? Somebody was asking earlier on, is there more Arm the Rebels? Yeah, there's also Arm the Rebels, but if you're watching this in video, it already happened. But yeah, sign up to the next one anyway. If you're watching this live, oh, AyyJayy missed the rebound. That looked like a guaranteed goal for a player like AyyJayy. That's his bread and butter, really. But yeah, if you're watching this live, the Arm the Rebels qual for EU is on Sunday 17th, so you've got to sign up by tomorrow. It's 1v1. NA is going to be the very following day. And then the week after that is going to be 2v2 again. So get your best twos partner and sign up there using !ATR for the 1v1 event that's coming up next week. Yeah, AyyJay's he's not out of this. There's no way he's out of this. But it's going to be so hard to win 3 in a row against Firstkiller in this form. AyyJay's offense is working pretty well. His kickoff's working okay. And his kickoff's actually doing some serious work all of a sudden. Who's the actual most overrated player? Well, overrated is usually just synonymous with popular. So most overrated, you could just switch for, like, you know, most popular. I mean, I remember a funny story Garrett G told me once, or I think he said it on a podcast. Garrett G told me that, or he told a podcast, I don't remember which it was. We were either talking in person or online or something. He said that one of his cousins told him Musty is the best Rocket League player in the world, and then Garrett told him, no, actually, Musty's a sub for my team NRG. He's just a content creator. His cousin confidently told him, no, actually, you're wrong. I know that you've won a couple of Rocket League tournaments and all that, but Musty is definitely the best player in the world. You need to do your research. Which is amazing. Imagine being Garrett, like the greatest North American player ever, and you're just being told by your cousin, nah, you're all right, I suppose, but. So it depends who you ask. Oh my days, Firstkiller just absolutely peaked. AyyJayy did miss an open net wall shot before that, which is tough. Yeah, it's all so fast. It just happens so quickly at Firstkiller. He's just air dribbling quickly, reset, and then boom, it's in your net. So yeah, if Garrett's cousin's opinion is a popular one, then I guess Musty's probably the most overrated player because he's SSL level player, but he's no danger of being actual best in the world at Rocket League. I think he'd be the first to tell you that. So yeah, is Firstkiller the absolute best player? At some point he was in the conversation. Is he the most overrated? No. I think the most overrated player is probably just like, back in the day, it was probably just AyyJayy, who's a good friend of mine. But again, a lot of people will watch him and think this is the best player because he's doing cool stuff in his videos. But he would be the first to say that he's not the best player. He's just one of the best freestylers. So things like, you know, freestylers and content creators are probably the most overrated players. If we're talking exclusively RLCS, who's the most overrated player in RLCS? That's a difficult question, but it's definitely not Firstkiller though. Oh, look at this from Firstkiller. Are you joking? Nah. You can't be doing him like that. You cannot be doing him like that. Not the power slide dribble. No, not the power slide dribble, not the power slide catch. That's filthy. That's absolutely filthy from Firstkiller. AyyJayy gave him a nice one in the chat for it. That's not what I would have been doing. If somebody did that to me in ranked, I would probably just throw my PC out the window. I'd be like, why is that my opponent? Meanwhile, my teammate is a Dominus tempo fanboy with a backwards cap on, and he's got 10 points after 3 minutes. Teammate versus opponent. Not the same. I mean, who's the most popular Rocket League player all time? Like, RLCS player of all time. It's like K-Dop or Squishy, probably. So most overrated, probably one of those guys. But then, does the French community really hype up K-Dop? Or do they just roast him 24/7? Because I get the vibe that they just kind of roast him 24/7. But I don't speak French, so I can't be sure. Overrated isn't popular? Well, there's a ton of crossover. It's basically the same thing, is what I'm saying. Oh, nice save. Wait, AyyJayy, can he come back here? Oh, he gets tripped. He was almost the one tripping Firstkiller there, but he got tripped. You're French. You mostly roast him nicely. Got it. Okay. And Firstkiller's going to be winning this. Yeah, it does kind of just look like AyyJayy. He's a bit outgunned when he plays against Firstkiller. He's played well today, but he just got no-looked on again. He's been peaked on for sure. Firstkiller is in monstrous form, and he's going to be playing against Evo in the winners final. Winner of that will qualify to Salt Mine 4 main event. I'm interested about who's it going to be, though, because they're both in fantastic form today. But Evo is the player who's yet to lose a game. Evo's undefeated. He's the only undefeated player on the day. But GG's. We're not done seeing AyyJayy. He's going to go to the lower bracket. where he will play the winner of Kevin and Zapatos. Then the winner of that will play against the winner of Wavy and Clam. So most likely we'll see AyyJayy later on in the stream against Wavy in the lower bracket semi-final.